The galaxy was vast, its edges frayed with uncharted stars and nebulous voids where even the bravest explorers hesitated to venture. In the year 2478, aboard the galactic survey vessel Aurora, a routine scan of an uncharted planet in the Zeta Quadrant revealed something extraordinary. The crew, a mix of human and alien scientists, detected a life form that defied all known classifications. Its DNA matched no recorded species in the Galactic Codeex, a database spanning millions of worlds. Yet, the strangest detail wasn't the anomaly itself, but the behavior of the planet's apex predators. They fled from the solitary figure as if it were death incarnate. Captain Alysas, a seasoned human explorer known for unraveling galactic mysteries, ordered the Aurora to descend for closer observation. The planet, designated ZQ-47, was a lush, hostile world of dense jungles and jagged peaks, teeming with creatures capable of tearing steel. Drones captured footage of the figure. A humanoid, tall and lean, cloaked in tattered fabric, moving with a predator's grace through the underbrush. His face was obscured, but his presence was magnetic, drawing the crew's attention like a black hole. "Run the scan again," Alysas commanded, her voice steady despite the unease creeping through the bridge. Zath, the lead four-armed xenobiologist, complied, but the results were unchanged. "No match," Zath rasped, mandibles twitching. "This entity is not in the Codex. Its genetic structure is chaotic, a mosaic of incompatible sequences. It shouldn't be alive. Then why is it walking?" The figure paused, sensing the drone's presence, and turned. His eyes, piercing and almost luminescent, locked onto the camera. Every predator within a kilometer scattered, their roars fading into whimpers. Against protocol, the team made contact. The Aurora landed in a clearing, and a team of 5, Ilera, Zath, 2 human security officers, and the telepathic Salari Vera, ventured into the jungle. The air was thick with the scent of alien flora, and the ground vibrated with distant growls of unseen beasts. Vera's psychic senses buzzed with static, unable to penetrate the figure's mind. "It's like trying to read a void," she whispered, her translucent skin flickering with unease. They found him at the edge of a ravine, standing atop a boulder, staring into the abyss. His cloak was a patchwork of materials, some organic, some synthetic, none identifiable. Dark hair streaked with silver framed a face marked with scars that seemed to shift under the light. As the team approached, the security officers raised their plasma rifles, but Ilera waved them down. "We mean no harm," she said through a translator. The figure tilted his head, amused. "Harm?" His voice was low, resonant, carrying an accent no one could place. "You assume I fear it." The predators, which had begun to circle, retreated again. "Who are you?" Ilera asked, stepping forward. "Your DNA. It's not in our records." He smiled, a gesture both human and alien. "Names are fleeting. Call me Cain. As for my DNA, it's a story older than your codex." He gestured to the jungle. "These creatures know me. Not my name, not my form, but what I am. They sense the weight of it." Zatha's mandibles clicked in agitation. "What are you implying? That you're some primordial entity?" Cain's eyes glinted. "I imply nothing. I am." Cain allowed the team to escort him to the Aurora, though his compliance felt more indulgent than submissive. In the lab, Zath ran exhaustive tests, each result deepening the mystery. Cain's DNA contained fragments resembling human, even Salari, and extinct species from forgotten worlds. Yet it was stitched together in a way that defied evolutionary logic. His cells regenerated at impossible rates, and his blood carried trace elements unknown to galactic science. While Zath worked, Ilera questioned Cain in the observation room. He sat calmly, hands folded, exuding an aura of quiet menace. "Why are the predators afraid of you?" she asked. Cain leaned back, distant. "Fear is instinct. They sense what I've done, what I've survived. Eons ago I walked worlds like this one. When stars were young I hunted, I fought, I endured. My existence is a warning to anything that thrives on violence." "You're saying you're immortal?" "Not immortal," Cain corrected. "Persistent. My makers, beings your codex would call gods, crafted me as a weapon, a guardian, a mistake. They're gone now, but I remain." Vera, monitoring from the lab, sent a psychic pulse. "He's not lying, but his mind is a labyrinth. Truth buried in layers of memory." Before they could press further, an alarm blared. A massive creature, a Draculisk, thought extinct, attacked the Aurora, claws tearing through the hull. The crew scrambled, but Cain stood unperturbed. "Stay here," he said, walking toward the breach. The Draculisk was a nightmare of scales and teeth, its roar shaking the trees. Plasma rounds fired by security had no effect. Cain stepped into the clearing, unarmed, cloak billowing. The Draculisk froze, eyes widening. For a moment, attack seemed inevitable, but instead, It lowered its head, trembling, and backed away. Cain raised a hand. The air shimmered. A pulse of energy. Not tech, not magic, but something older. Rippled outward, and the Draculus collapsed, unconscious. The crew stood speechless. You wanted answers, Cain said to Ilera. Follow me. He led them to a hidden cave, its entrance carved with symbols no translator could decipher. Inside, a crystalline structure pulsed with light, humming in resonance with their bones. This is a relic of my makers, Cain said. It holds fragments of their knowledge and mine. Your codex is a child's scribble compared to this. Zath scanned the relic. Its energy signature exceeded all charts, capable of powering a fleet or destroying a planet. This could change everything, he whispered. Cain interrupted. Galactic wars, technology, medicine, or end everything. My makers learned that lesson. So will you if you're foolish. Back aboard the Aurora, the crew debated what to do. Zath and the scientists wanted to study it. Vera sensed danger in Cain's mind. Ilera, torn, asked directly, why show us this? What do you want? Cain's gaze was steady. I've wandered too long, carrying a burden no one else can. Humans, your kind remind me of my makers. Curious, reckless, capable of greatness or ruin. I want you to choose. Choose what? Take the relic and risk becoming what my makers became, or leave it and let me guard it as I always have. The crew voted. Zath and the scientists wanted the relic. The security team feared it. Trusting her instincts, Ilera sided with caution. We're not ready. Not yet. Cain nodded, a flicker of respect in his eyes. Wise for now. As the Aurora prepared to leave ZQ-47, Cain vanished into the jungle, leaving no trace. The relic remained, its light dimming as if acknowledging their choice. The crew filed their report, classifying Cain as an anomaly and the planet as restricted. But none could shake the feeling they had only scratched the surface of his story. Months later, a new report reached the Galactic Council. Another uncharted world. Another sighting of a figure whose DNA defied the Codex. Predators fled as always. Obsessed, Ilera requested a new mission. He's out there, she told her crew. And he's watching us. Cain, wherever he was, smiled into the void. The galaxy was vast, but no corner too dark for him to walk. Every predator, no matter how fierce, knew his presence. Not by name, but by instinct. He was the shadow that hunted the hunters, the enigma that outlasted empires, the warning that some truths were better left buried. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.